Years ago, a news center was birthed just to collect balanced, credible, and accurate news and information. A tax tested and proven to be a world-class example of news presentation where truth are told. We lead by example and others follow. RCR News, the premier source of accurate news. Bulletin is up next.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now. Without moving an inch.
Here will be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge.
A pleasant good evening and welcome to our news bulletin at 7. My name is Hansen Decker presenting first the headlines. The plenary of the House of Representatives taken the decision to launch an investigation into the role of the police in the tragic accidents of protests in Kinjot that led to the loss of lives. Thousands of Liberians to benefit adequate supply of water from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporations. Former Magui County Central candidate Vendetta Patrick Champions called to investigate the weirdly government budget that was captured as part of the Unity Party government in the legislative engagement. And away from Liberia, Kenyan President William Ruto is the first African leader in more than 50 years to make an official visit, the state visit to the US. Those were the headlines, now the news in detail. The plenary of the House of Representatives have taken a decision to launch an investigation into the role of the police in the tragic accidents of protests in Kinjot that led to the loss of lives. The decision was made after receiving communication and deliberation from Bong County District 7 Representative for the family, urging the House to intervene in the matter. The recent protest in Kinjot that caused the death of several citizens left residents expressing their dissatisfaction, while many have accused the Liberia National Police of killing innocent citizens. The protest at the time escalated into violent clashes with the police, resulting in the unfortunate loss of lives. During Thursday's sitting, Representative Family emphasized the importance of holding the police accountable for their actions and ensuring justice for the victims of the protest. He expressed his hope that the investigation will shed light on the events in Kinjot and help prevent similar tragedies from happening in the future. Thousands of Liberians are to benefit adequate supply of water from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporations. The supply of water comes following years of damage of the city reservoir situated up to Kor, which caused the lack of water supply to residents of the area for years. Speaking at the dedication of the city reservoir in Morovia Thursday, Montserrat County Senator Darius Dillon expressed joy in the leadership of Mo Ali for reviving an institution that was completely dead. Senator Dillon said the works of Ali in 2 months of the UP signifies that he has come to rescue the country and a sign of patriotism. The Montserrat County lawmaker who described water as source of economic growth and healthy life said the renovation of the city reservoir is in the right direction. Also speaking, Montserrat County District 7 lawmaker Imana Dan said the gathering sends a message that there are lots of visionary Liberians. Representative Dan noted that the renovation of the facility within 100 days speaks to the fact that Liberians have people with vision. Gracing the occasion, Montserrat County Superintendent Warren Bryant called for the supply of water to Bento City as he lauded the World Bank for the support given the LWSC and the government at large. Meanwhile, Water and Sewer Corporation's Managing Director Mo Ali said the renovation of the city reservoir situated above Duka was made possible to supply over 1,000 customers by the World Bank, costing over 40,000 United States dollars. He said the renovation seeks to help the Liberian National Fire Service and the residents of Monrovia who have been out of water for over 20 years. Mo Ali used the medium to inform the residents of Monrovia of the cancellation of the old debts and start a new one. As such, customers must feel free to begin using the water. In a related development, Mansourati County Senator Darius DeLon has called for the cutting of water supply to the executive mansion and the legislature should they fail to pay their water bills. Senator DeLon, speaking at the dedication of the renovated city reservoir, said responsible government institutions will live up to their corporate responsibilities. The Montserrat County lawmaker further by naming the Judiciary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and all government institutions to be of example or face the punishment of non-water supply. He used the medium to increase support to the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporations and the Liberia National Fire Service aimed at ensuring adequate and effective functions. Former McGibbon County Senator Kennedy Vendetta Patrick has championed calls to investigate the well-led government budget that was captured as part of the Unity Party government in the legislative engagement. Patrick's, according to him, has that his court is intended to give Liberians the clearer understanding about the usage of the budget. He is also calling on the national legislature to conduct an audit of the previous administrations of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and the George Weah government. Meanwhile, the former McGill County Senator Kennedy Vendetta Patrick has outlined several issues affecting the United Party-led government following the President's 100 days deliverables. Speaking Thursday on a True Breakfast show, Patrick said President Bouakai promised Liberians that there will be no business as usual, noting that some appointments President Bouakai made has become business as usual. The plenary of the House of Representatives has summoned authorities of the Minimum Wage Board to appear before that body. The summons aims at providing clarity on the minimum wage board plans in Liberia. The plenary's decision follows a communication from Representative Thomas Gosua seeking plenary mandate to invite the Minimum Wage Board to provide insight into their plans for the minimum wage in the country. The Grand Bassa lawmaker informed plenary that the Minimum Wage Board plays a crucial role in determining fair and equitable wages for workers in the country. He added that with the concerns surrounding the economic impact in the country, it is essential for the board to provide clarity on their plans for adjusting the minimum wage to ensure that workers are fairly compensated for their labor. Gosrat emphasized the importance of engaging with the minimum wage board to address any uncertainties or discrepancies in their plans, calling on the board to appear before the House of Representatives Committee in an open dialogue and ensure that the interests of workers are prioritized in the decision-making process. Following the reading of the communication, plenary voted in favor of ensuring that the minimum wage would appear before the House of Representatives Committee on Labor. The summons is intended to seek clarification and transparency regarding the feature of the minimum wage in Liberia. Still at the lower house, the House of Representatives has taken the decision to investigate the Ministry of Education following concerns raised over the timing of the administration of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination test in Yapatown, Rivers County. The decision to probe the Ministry of Education was made in response to a communication from Representative Steve Tuquat of District 2, Rivers County. Representative Steve Tuquat told plenary that the probe aims to ensure that the interests of students in Rivers County are prioritized and that educational policies are implemented in a fair and equitable manner. Tigwa, in his communication, requested the House to invite the Minister of Education to provide an explanation for the decision to conduct the wax test on May 21, 2024 at 7 p.m. in Yapa Town. He added that the timing of the exam scheduled for the evening hours has sparked concerns and raised questions about the fairness and accessibility of the test for students in Riverside County. Representative Steve Tigwa emphasized the need for transparency and accountability in the Ministry of Education's decision-making process, especially concerning important examinations like the WACS test. Following a brief deliberation, the House of Representatives Committee on Education would investigate uh, to ensure that the understanding of the rationale behind the decision and evaluate its implication on the students and educational system in the country and report in 2 weeks. The government of Liberia has restored the Republic of Cameroon and the 52nd National United Day and assured Cameroon of its commitment to enhancing the cordial relations between the two countries and peoples. The statement from the Foreign Ministry said the message is being conveyed by the Acting Minister of Foreign Affairs, Councillor Dewey Gray, during a program marking the observance and celebration of the 52nd anniversary of the National Unity Day of the Republic of Cameroon. According to the ministry's release, Minister Gray acknowledged the harmonious relations existing between the two countries and highlighted the vital role Liberia played in Cameroonian affairs at the League of Nations. The ministry added that Minister Gray emphasized Liberia's relentless efforts for Cameroon's independence in 1960, which led to its reunification in 1961. Councillor Gray also pointed out that Liberia was the first country to establish a diplomatic mission at the ambassadorial level in 1960, with the appointment of Ambassador Francis Marshall as Liberia's ambassador to Cameroon. In an effort to increase development in District 7 Bone County, Representative Foley Family has recommitted his leadership to ensuring development is achieved. Speaking to schools of residents of his district recently, Representative Family told the electors that he was delighted by the support that was given him over that's during the time of the election, and he will ensure the developmental agenda is achieved. The Bond County lawmaker used the medium to call on the citizens to ensure collaborations and unity if they are to achieve as a district. Areas visited by Representative Foley family across the Simport River include Junko James, Kamlapia, Bago, among others. Also speaking, the residents of Junko James, Kamlapia, Bago, among others, thank Representative Foley family for being a truthful leader. They vow to support the lawmaker considering his developmental plans. Still in more news here, if you are just joining us, the executive director of the Public Procurement Concession Commission, Barker Johnson, has disclosed the introduction of the electronic government procurement system in the country. BBCC boss speaking on True Breakfast Show on Thursday expressed the importance of the EPG system as it relates to goods and services for effective service delivery. According to Bogle, during the first phase of the procurement, the PPCC through the system will ensure active training to enhance the effective functions of the system. The PCC boss who bragged that the system will boost transparency and accountability in the awarding of contracts as it relates to the bidding process. Business would not be done as usual. The European Union Program Manager for Forestry and Biodiversity, Stephen Coco, has underscored the need for biodiversity and forestry to be taken as a top priority for tourism in Liberia. Speaking Thursday at a one-day policy and advocacy roundtable dialogue organized by the Society for the Conservation of Nature of Liberia in Monrovia, Coco recommended that government through the Forestry Development Authority, place importance on biodiversity and forest for investment opportunities. The EU diplomat further underscored holistic approach as a means of preserving biodiversity and forest, thus stressing the need for rapid actions in setting short and long-term visions that will prove fruitful tourism, carbon finance, and credibility. Meanwhile, the EU envoy has also called on the government of Liberia to ensure that the agriculture and mining sectors as a primary drive for deforestation and the conservation and integration of biodiversity in sectoral policies and action are achieved. The workshop was held under the theme Enhancing Conservation Efforts in Liberia, Actionable Policy Recommendations, and brought together stakeholders, students, and civil society actors. A group under the banner Men Against Rape and Domestic Violence in Liberia has embarked on a peer engagement initiative in Montserrat County. The initiative, according to a member of the group, is intended to curtail domestic violence against women and children across Liberia. According to Mark Mungonfia, the forum is creating massive awareness amongst young men to stop perpetrating domestic violence against women and girls, which has a negative effect on them. Mengonfiat, who is the former Secretary General of the Reporters Association of Liberia, said Men Against Rape and Domestic Violence in Liberia is using talk shows on various radio stations and in person interactions to carry out their awareness. The newly appointed eminent peace ambassador of the United Nations, George Kidder, has described unity and reconciliation as a bedrock of sustainable peace in Liberia. Kida, commonly known as K. Priest, was recently appointed by the International Association of World Peace Advocates as the eminent peace ambassador of the United Nations. According to Ambassador Kida, if Liberia must endure and sustain peace, unity, and reconciliation, it must first begin with families, communities, and the society. Speaking Thursday at the News Conference in Painesville, Ambassador Kida noted that if Liberia should have a lasting peace, Liberians should create the mindset of unity and reconciliation to foster development and economic growth. Some prominent sons of Margibi under the Batna Patriotic Rescuers of Margibi have threatened unspecified actions against any attempt to withdraw names of individuals already nominated for the local government post in the county. The group, through its chairperson, Emmanuel Topa, accused Senate Pro Tempore Likanga Lawrence of recently hosting a meeting with Margibi CDC senators and few others with an attempt to engage the executive mansion to nullify the list of those already nominated for the Margibi local government post to be replaced by individuals recommended by senators and few others from her tribal group within the county. Topa said the action of the pro tem is meant to satisfy her 2029 political quest and stirred up tensions which will undermine the arrest agenda within Margibi County. And away from Liberia, Kenya President William Ruto is the first African leader in more than 15 years to make an official state visit to the US. This is an opportunity for President Joe Biden to demonstrate commitment to Africa at a time when Washington appears to be playing catch up in its engagement with the continent. Both relations with other African allies are on a strain as as strategic rivals, including Russia and China, challenge traditional areas of Western influence. At one time, Mr. Ruto, who have been an unlikely candidate to be featured at the White House with the pomp and ceremony granted only a handful of close allies a year. The International Criminal Court charged him with crimes against humanity related to the violence that followed Kenya's 2007 election, but the case collapsed and Ruto has since invented himself as an indispensable partner to the US. Now to end this news bulletin, a recap of the headlines. House of Representatives launches investigation into the role of the police in the tragic incident of protest in Kinjot that led to the loss of lives. Thousands of Liberians to benefit adequate supply of water from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporations. Former Maikiwi County Senator Kennedy Vendetta Patrick champions call to investigate the real government budget that was captured as part of the Unity Party government in the legislative engagement. And away from Liberia, Kenyan President William Ruto is the first African leader in more than 50 years to make an official state visit to the US. That's Arsenal's Bulletin at 7. My name is Hanson Decker. Good evening.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.